What is up, captains? My name's Griffin, and I hope you're all having a really great day, and I hope you're being productive in your business endeavors, whatever it might be. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. I hope you enjoy my content, and I hope it helps you guys out with your business projects. For those of you following my channel because you want to follow my FBA journey, then I'm sorry I took about a month break from YouTube. It was for a reason. I've been waiting on my product from China. It took quite some time. I had a couple delays, but it's finally at the FBA warehouses in Texas, and it's being distributed across the country as we speak. So I wanted to come at you guys with some good content, some good quality with my product being live, so that I could be true to you guys and show you exactly where I am at in the process. So it took about a month and a half from the first moment where I made my initial deposit on the product to the point where I got my product into the Amazon warehouse. If you haven't seen my other videos, then I show you guys and talk to you about how I paid for DDP shipping, which is duties delivery paid. So it was the most expensive type of shipping, but I just wanted to get my initial order into Amazon as quickly as possible so that I could rank a product and then look later on at my supply chain. Maybe I'll do boat in the future. Who knows? We'll see in the coming months how my product does on Amazon. During the month and a half though, it gave me a lot of time to make the perfect listing, where I actually made a video about that is right here. I made the best listing possible, and it has paid off, guys. So go and check that video explaining to you guys how to make the best listing possible. And it also gave me time to make an Amazon FBA Facebook group called Amazon FBA Captains. There's a link in the description. We're already over 1,000 people. It's a really engaging community for helping you guys out if you're a beginner, intermediate, or a super high seller. No matter what, it's a great community. You should check it out. If you're watching this video, you've probably already watched a lot of videos related to product research for Amazon, and you're just stuck at that product research phase. So hopefully my technique, which is a bit different, will help you guys find a winning product. And guys, watch till the end. I show you guys a different perspective from a lot of the other sellers and YouTubers that just give you like a formula and there you go, $30,000 product a month. I'm gonna give you a different formula that hopefully will be a winning combination for you guys as well. So just like most of you guys, I found out about Amazon FBA on YouTube about 4 months ago, and on the spot I was super excited, you know, this prospect of launching a product and getting immediate sales. It almost looks like a get rich quick scheme, but guys, it's really important to remember that you don't want to just launch one product and hope it sells and all that. You really want to focus on building a brand around your product that can be recognized by customers and come back to in the future, so they can recommend it to other friends as well, and so you can scale it outside of Amazon as well. Because what's really important to remember is that if you have your business solely on Amazon, they're basically controlling your business, you know? You're selling on their platform, it's their rules. As soon as they change one different thing, it has a major impact on your business. So that's just one thing to take in consideration, that you should be building a brand in Amazon, that's fine, but also outside of Amazon, and have a product that has the capacity to scale outside of Amazon. So that's just one little side note that I thought would be relevant to you guys. So as I said, I discovered Amazon FBA on YouTube, and I initially found about 2-3 different YouTubers that were doing FBA that I really enjoyed, and I binge watched pretty much all their videos about FBA, and more specifically about product research itself. I took their techniques and I applied them directly to see what type of results I got. So yes, I did go out and get the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, which is extremely useful, guys. If you're not willing to invest $100 into your business right now, then you shouldn't even try, because you're gonna run into a lot more expenses down the road. And that's just like any business, you know, you're gonna have to invest to make money. So I went out, I got the Chrome extension, and I also got 1 month of the web app, which did help me out, but I ended up canceling this subscription after the initial 1 month because I found 5 potential products that I'll be launching in the future. So as I said, I applied exactly what most of those YouTubers were saying in terms of product characteristics that you should put into the Jungle Scout web app in order to see really viable products. And what I discovered is that most of the products that I found with their criteria being, you know, not too many sellers, but not too little sellers, less than 50 reviews, over $20 up to $50, what I discovered was that this criteria, although it could be good, was spitting out different products that were mostly products that I didn't want to do. So first of all, lots of supplements, stuff like that, which I didn't want to get into right away because it's an ingestible that you have to go through tons of different regulations, you have to get approved and all that. I didn't want to deal with that whatsoever. And then other products were just straight up weird, which can be fine, but they just weren't products that I thought were great. And you know what? This makes sense, because why would a YouTuber give you exactly how to find a $50,000 winning product right away? Think of it, guys. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I used my brain basically, and I thought of different criteria that I put into the web app and that I found some really good products with. So one thing that a lot of the YouTubers say is not too much competition, but not too little as well. And although this can be fine, the thing with Amazon is if there's, let's say there's 10 sellers, okay? And they're all selling for $20,000 a month, at 20 bucks a product, that means they're selling 1,000 products a month. Amazon is a database that will spit out results based on sales velocity and things like that. If you don't have good sales velocity for your specific keyword, as opposed to other products that are similar for the same keyword, it's gonna rank you way down the list and you're not gonna be on the first, second, you wanna be on the first or second page, so you won't be on those pages. So in order to compete with those sellers, you're gonna have to sell a ton of products right away and or give away a lot of products to kind of trick the algorithm into showing it that you have a good amount of sales velocity to rank and compete with the top winning products. And for me and most of you guys, we don't have a massive starting capital to give away hundreds of products, let's say 20 products a day for a week and a half, 2 weeks. We just don't have that initial capital to do it. So I decided to go with a product that had a lot less competition straight off the bat. This is actually a concept that I saw in this book, 0 to 1. I'm not affiliated or anything, but he basically says that in order to have really good profit margins in business, we're always taught competition is good, which it can be, but the thing is, if there's too much competition, your margins are going to be slim, if not none, based on advertising and all that. So I went with a product that had a lot less competition. There were only actually about 4 direct competitors for the product that I chose, and they were each doing about 30,000 a month, 20,000, and 10,000 a month. And this is where the Jungle Scout web app really came in handy for me, because it not only allows you to find different products based on your criteria, but it also allows you to track different products. So if you put in the ASIN number, which is Amazon's way of identifying each product, if you put it into the web app, it shows you each day how many products are in stock at the Amazon warehouse. So for example, 200 units, and then it shows you how many products sold each day. So I tracked each product for about, each competitor for about a month, and they were each selling between 15 to 30 products per day, which was equivalent to between $500 and $1,000 per day. So I looked to see if the product was patented. It was not, so I went ahead and I'm taking a risk. It's not the typical way that most YouTubers are showing how to find products, but I took a risk and hopefully it's gonna pay off. To sum that up, basically what I'm saying is think outside of the box, guys. Don't just take what someone else is telling you to do in terms of product criteria and then apply it directly, because it might work, but think of it this way. Everyone's gonna be doing the exact same thing, then every one of those niches is gonna be super saturated. So again, think outside the box and track each product for a good 2 weeks and to see how it's doing in the market, and then make a decision based on your own instinct, based on if you think it's gonna be a winning product. So now let's jump into my computer though, and I'm actually gonna write down each step what I think makes up a winning product. So I'll see you on the computer. Okay, so now that we're at my computer, we're gonna look at the different criteria that I use to find my first initial product on Amazon. So the first thing that you need is the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. Now again guys, this is super important. If you're not willing to spend $97 on it, then you shouldn't even go into Amazon, because think about it this way, okay? It's $100 that you have the potential to make thousands, if not tens, hundreds of thousands with. So it's a super small initial investment that gives you really valuable insight on different niches and products themselves. So yeah, Jungle Scout Chrome extension, and if you want the web app, which it did help me out with my product research, as I said earlier, to track each day the amount of sales. There's other techniques to do this with like the 999 method and all that, but a lot of products, a lot of sellers, they put a 5 or 10 unit limit per customer on their products. So the 999 method does not work. But yeah, so step number 1 is I got the web app and Chrome extension. And then step number 2, so again, I'm giving you guys a different type of perspective on finding a first product. And this is for if you want to spend under $3,000, $4,000, even $2,000 to launch your first private label product, where you won't have hundreds and hundreds of dollars to give away products. So I would say find a product that has less than 10 competitors. Because as I said earlier, if you go into a product that has say 100 competitors and they're each selling 50 units, or let's say 50 to 200 units per day, you're gonna have to match that sales velocity in order to rank in that product category. So I would say find a product that has less than 10 competitors, and then find a product that also has medium to low sales volume per month. So what I mean by that, a lot of people, I know tons of people are probably going to say that that's ridiculous because there's no upside, but I'm telling you guys to start with one product that gives you a base on Amazon, a good amount of capital, starting capital, and then launch more competitive products that have a potential for a greater upside. So going on what I said there, let's say you find a product that has 10 competitors, they're each doing 40, let's say 10 products a day, and because there's less competition, you should do, let's say 10 products a day in giveaways for 3 days. That's only going to be 30 units instead of 400 potential units to even rank in a more competitive niche. The next thing I would say is definitely have a product between at least, I would say 15, if not 20 bucks, guys, up to $50, $15 to $50. The reason being is that Amazon FBA fees, think about it this way, Amazon, they receive, store, and ship out your product with Prime. So they're doing a lot of work for you, which in turn has a high fee, which is the FBA fees. For my product, personally, it's about $9 per unit. So you need to take that into consideration. Let's say it's $9 for the FBA fees, and then it cost me roughly $8, including shipping, per unit to get it from China. So if I were to sell my product at $15, that wouldn't work and I'd be in the negative. So just keep in mind that there's fees, that if you have a product that's say $10, you're not going to be making any profit whatsoever because of the high fees that are going to be eating away at your profit margin. And the reason why I say stop at 50 is because we want to go into impulse buys here, people. Amazon has one-click buy, and most of the time people aren't going to use the one-click buy if it's like say 80 to 100 bucks. At least for me, it's more of a long process and I research the product more before pulling the trigger on it. And then lastly, we want to do a product that has low reviews. So low amount of reviews, under say 30 to 40 reviews is ideal. So going off a bit of what I said earlier with the competitors here, it's a bit of the same concept, whereas on Amazon, in order to sell a lot of products, people rely on reviews in order to make their decisions. And if you find a product niche that all the products have really high reviews, that's going to be a lot harder to compete with, because you are also going to have to match that amount of reviews in order to gain credibility with the audience. So all these things I'm telling you guys are really, it's nothing set in stone, right? I've seen tons of products that sell thousands of units a month that have 5 or 10 reviews. You know, anything's possible, but this is just what I used, and it was my logic for picking a product. Summarizing all the information that I give you in this video, I would say if you're launching your first private label product with not that much initial capital, try to go into a niche that isn't too competitive and that you're going to be able to rank on the first page within a short amount of time with a low amount of sales, because otherwise you're going to be spending thousands of dollars on PPC giveaways, and you can still turn a profit, but it's going to take a lot longer to do. Some people in my Amazon FBA group have asked me to do reviews for them, and I saw their products. I will not say what they are, but they're products that are just so competitive that they were on page like 25, and the people on page 1 were selling 3,000 units per month. In order to compete with those top competitors, you're gonna have to spend thousands of dollars in giveaways and in PPC just to rank, probably even in the top 5 first pages. So keep that in mind, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Also, comment down below if there's anything that you disliked about the video and or videos that you'd like to see in the future. So thanks a lot for listening, and I will see you in the next video.